Well, it's like we were talking about depression, about that bad feelings will motivate you to change. If you're in a bad feeling, if you're in a bad state in your life, that pain is an amazing motivator. And even though it feels terrible at the time, it can propel you to a new and better life because you don't ever want to experience that again and make you grow and be a better person.
Yeah, and you got to decide what's your currency. I mean, because you say, you've done your show a long time and probably don't need the money, but there are different kinds of currency, right? I mean, you don't always work for one kind of currency. I mean, every year when we wrap our season, I kind of take a month and let everybody go unwrap, just kind of unwind and relax and kick back and do whatever they want to do. And then we start meeting and focusing on, okay, how can we reinvent ourselves for next season? How can we tell our stories better? How can we broaden our horizons, do things different so that we raise our game? Because we're kind of competing with ourselves. We're kind of in a category by ourselves. We're the only one that does what we do. And we've been number one for a long time because I got a really hard-working team, but nobody else tries to do what we do. So we're kind of competing with ourselves. And so we work real hard to figure out how can we have a bigger impact? How can we tell this more effectively? What techniques can we come up with that make this even more powerful, more impactful than what it is? And that's what really gets me moving. Well,
it's very telling. That's why I would imagine you move towards doing a podcast where it's less restrictive and more open-ended and you can kind of do whatever you want. But that's pretty cool that out of all these years of doing that and giving out advice, you still find this passion to make it better and to do it from a different angle.
Yeah, and I'm as excited about, we're just about to wrap, our 17th season.
17 seasons.
And that's a lot.
Damn. How many episodes have you done?
Coming up on 3,000. And I did Oprah for 5 years before.
God.
And so that's 22 years. And then I just renewed for 5 years, so I'm renewed out to 2023.
Did you hesitate before you signed that? Like, what am I doing? Maybe I just go fishing.
Robin and I thought about it, but what am I going to do? I mean, I don't want to.
Well, you enjoy it, obviously.
I do. Yeah, I enjoy it.
You could tell.
And I've always told my team that the thing that we don't want, I don't want to get bored.
Right.
And if it gets formulaic for me, it'll be formulaic for the viewer. And I don't want that to happen. And, we do a lot of news stories and stuff, and that keeps it fresh because you don't know what's going to break in the news tomorrow.
Right.
And so we do most of the really big news stories. And we don't break the news stories. We go behind the headline and talk about, here's what really happened. As Paul Harvey said, here's the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Here's what you read in the headline. Now here's the rest of the story. And I really like doing that. I really like getting into that.